What is OSHA? OSHA stands for the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, an agency of the US Department of Labor. OSHA's responsibility is to improve worker safety and health protection. On December 29, 1970, President Nixon signed the OSHA Act, and this act created OSHA, the agency which formally came into being on April 28, 1971. What is the purpose of OSHA, you ask? OSHA's sole purpose is to assure safe and healthful working conditions for working men and women by setting and enforcing standards and by providing training, outreach, education, and assistance. Other than that, OSHA's mission also to develop a job safety and health standards and enforcing them through worksite inspections and providing training programs to increase knowledge about occupational safety and health. This particular section is all about the most common and general duties that need to be borne by any manufacturers that exist on handling any kind of substances that have been supplied to them to formulate, manufacture, import, or supply the desired product made from the substances. This duty alone is so important and need to take it very seriously on any circumstances because a mistake could probably do some harm to someone, and worst case scenario, that mistake will cost lives and no one knows how many lives. The next important thing is when the manufacturer wishes to distribute the product or substances, they first need to include adequate and precise information regarding to the substances so the user will be clarified about the risk that the substance is inherent when in use, and he or she will get a better understanding about how to use the substances carefully. When the manufacturer receives the material or substance that they want to use to make their product, this act is a must to use towards it as stated above. Safety is a very important thing and should have been taken seriously by every single one of us, not only for the manufacturers or person who is working in the industries only. This act is applicable throughout Malaysia to the specified industries such as manufacturing, which is to make something into a finished product using raw materials. For example, textile manufacturer, wearing apparel, and leather industries. How will the stakeholders get benefit from this? The benefits are significant, such as if the industries follow exactly as shown in the Act and act accordingly to the Act, the industry or company will perform much better and efficiently, and this will not only be a good news or benefits to the company but also to the stakeholder. It is a win-win situation for both parties. This section states that these people are not required to repeat testing and examination and research which has already been carried out insofar as it is reasonable to rely on earlier results. The reasons why the Act emphasizes on this section because it doesn't want any other parties except the manufacturers alone to repeat the testing onto the particular materials, and the other reason is the Act doesn't want the receiver or the customer to get the wrong or different kind of data sheet on the material which will cause confusion. When this Act should have been used is whenever the manufacturer wants to send or to give the product to the supplier, and the manufacturer should tell the supplier to not to do or repeat the same kind of experiment or testing towards the material or product which will cause unwanted issues, such as the end product have some defects on it, or the product become deviant, or the product's performance did not satisfy the mandatory requirement, and so on. This section is applicable throughout the whole industries that have been specified in the Schedule 1 in the Act itself. Things that the other third parties or the stakeholders will benefit from this section are they don't need to worry about the effectiveness and performance of the industry that they will deliver to others, because when the industry and the third party obeys the act, there is nothing to be concerned of regarding the effectiveness or how well the end product will be, and the money that have been invested into them is really worth the price. Body of person or body corporate or unincorporate who fails to comply with these provisions shall be guilty of an offence and shall on conviction be liable to a fine not exceeding 20,000 ringgit or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years or to both. This penalty exists is to avoid anything dangerous or hazardous from occurring within the industry and to make the people more aware about the importance of the self-safety and overall safety whenever working inside the full machinery work environment. This penalty should have been used whenever someone is caught on violating or fail to obey the Act, and this Act is applicable throughout the whole industries that are listed in the Schedule 1. When the stakeholders know that there is penalty given to those who are abusing the law, once again, they don't need to worry about the situation that happens in the workplace because everything is under control due to the law that have been applied to the industry. To sum up everything, this act is very crucial to obey by everyone because it is to ensure our self-safety, including health and other people as well. That is all from me. Thank you for watching.